timer going for that so I don't forget about it. Let's see. Wow, that's pointing up. I've had worse angles. How you guys doing? Don't know if I've ever made the beginning of the stream. Well, hi, Bob. Welcome. You are on time. You are... I'm not late. It is exactly 3 o'clock. Welcome to Friday, guys. Welcome back. Did anybody miss me? You don't have to lie. I got a cat in here. I think it's more likely that somebody missed her. You want to come up, or are you just like, what's up? What's up? I hope you guys had a lovely holiday, or a survivable holiday, depending on what your holiday bar is. I had a excellent time. Let's see. Game sound. A little bit of it would be good. Let's see. A little game music. Is that coming through? No? There it is. A little tiny bit. Hey, look, I found a cat. Wow, that camera's really pointed right at my ceiling. That's okay. There's nothing happening down here anyways. Welcome everybody. Last stream of the year. It is, right? Yeah? Yeah, because New Year's Day is what, Monday? Is New Year's Day Monday? Here, I'm going to log in so I can look at a calendar. On today's stream, I'm planning on, you know, a little of this and a little of that. Mostly... the things I have in mind, I need to do like 3 more island expeditions for my weekly treasure map. I've realized now that the cat's laid down what it is that you guys are missing, although I don't think I can get the camera down far enough for you to see it. She's kind of under my desk, at least while I'm playing. So I need to do like 3 more of those for my treasure map. I have some Pet Battle World quests to do. I have some fingerprints in my glasses. I usually keep a cloth around here. I guess I can use this one. Welcome back. Hope your holiday stuff was well. Thank you. It was lovely. Or at least once I was there, it was great. Traveling, not my cup of tea, especially not around the holiday. I kind of figured because I was traveling pretty close to the actual holiday, I figured maybe it wouldn't be so busy. Maybe people would go earlier and come back later, but it was pretty busy. Sitting in bed with a fever and a headache, watching your stream because I can't play. I hope you feel better soon. How was Canada? It was nice. It was a little wet. It wasn't actually that cold. I thought it was going to be cold. Not cold, really. Or at least not any colder than what's here. Like 5 Celsius, you know, 40-ish Fahrenheit. But it was wet. And what I did here. I'm going to start with some Pet Battle World quests while I have my tea and tell you guys about the initial stories that I just have off the top of my head. I got too excited, I think, because for BlizzCon... I brought too much stuff. I didn't know what I was going to need, and I didn't want to not have something that I wanted, and I knew I was checking a bag anyway, so I just brought a lot of stuff, and it ended up being too much stuff. That's my tea timer. Get that out of there. I have a green tea that features like some coconut and lemongrass. It's kind of a nice one. A little bit more relaxed. Yeah, so I brought way too much stuff to BlizzCon, and I compensated a little bit too far in the other direction. I pulled a blizzard and way overcompensated, and I brought not enough stuff, and I ended up not bringing any rain gear or rain footwear. And of course it was raining because it's winter, so it wasn't a big deal. My mom had a big coat that she let me borrow, and my sister had some boots that I could borrow because we went for a hike. And we did some beach walks, and it was so nice to see the beach. I keep forgetting. Oh, no, my camera's frozen. Why? Why would you do that, camera? Here, let me reboot it. Oh, no, that worked. That worked. I didn't even have to turn it off and on again. I miss the beach sometimes. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm tracking pet battles, because I'm just doing, I figure I'll start by doing some pet world quests that give pet charms, and maybe try and do them with some family-specific teams, because I am still kind of half... I don't want to say half-heartedly. I am quite excited to eventually have this achievement done, but I'm definitely not stressing myself out trying to do it all at once. I would say that I'm putting in a medium level of effort. Medium is probably good. I got a new computer for Christmas for my hubby. It's blue and black for the Alliance. Congrats, John. That's awesome. That's so exciting, especially if you've been frustrated with your computer before. Just being able to just play without having to worry about it is just wonderful. So, Burley is up here. Does Burley count for this achievement? There's a question for you. He does. And I don't think I've done him on any of them. So, I'm just going to pull up a list of some strategies and do a couple of them here. Nilsaurus, thanks for the super chat. It's Hazel time. How was Christmas? Good, I hope. It was great. It was wonderful. It was so nice to be able to see everybody. They spoiled me rotten. I got so much, so much delicious food, and they got me gifts. It was just so nice to see everybody. Love the armor that we got for Wintersville. Oh yeah, the toy armor set. I thought that was kind of cute. A lot of, for a lot of years in the past, sorry, I'm gonna turn away from you guys as I look up a pet strategy here. Going for Family Battler, Burly, and then we'll start with Humanoid. World Quest is called Strange Looking Dogs. Yeah, so in the past for older Winter Veils, they used to give us, and maybe there were more things, but, sorry, my cat, I think, are you itchy? Is it my hair? I'm sorry. They used to give us, those Crashin' Thrashin' racer controllers, and those were something that I would pull out for the exact second that Wintervale, like when I got it, I would pull it out by the tree and use it for like a minute, and then I would never ever touch it again. I never brought out, now my hair is having a time, I never brought out the racer controllers after that point. I want to do backflip, and then tongue lash until the first one goes down. So the, and I'm not necessarily saying that I really use the armor or the weapon set any more often than that, but I could, you know? It's something that you can just kind of throw on and then have as like a cute cosmetic bonus while you're raiding, which is, you know, same kind of category as the Coin of Many Faces, and I use that toy all the time, so. Let's try this again. Okay. Hello, I can't stay long. Happy New Year's. Thanks, Joseph. Happy New Year's to you, too. I'm going to scroll up a little bit and try to catch up on some older chat messages. The chat's not lagging. I am lagging. Let's see. Your gnome is wearing a bucket. Yes, it is. Did you take a photo? I took 1 or 2 pictures, but I'm not going to share them just because, you know, for the privacy of my family. I'm not sure if you'll see this. I just started a job after university. When I get paid, I'm going to give you a super chat. Want to show my support? Congrats on your job. That's awesome. You missed the snow. All of BC is getting slammed with snowstorms right now. My husband has been stuck in town for the last 3 hours because of the roads. I hope he makes it home safely. I did time it really well for, here, I don't know when I was supposed to, I don't think I need to backflip again. I timed it really well for missing that. Some people would probably prefer to see the snowy white Christmas, but, you know, I had my share of white Christmases as a kid, and now that I've seen my share of them, usually they just mean that it's dangerous and hard to get around and hard to travel. So it was nice that there weren't any snow-related delays. There were plenty of delays in my trip, but none of them were terribly snow-related, so that was kind of nice. When I was up there, there was a whole lot of devastation from recent windstorms on Vancouver Island, and I'm sure other parts of BC, but the island just got ruined by a windstorm that had happened apparently really recently that knocked out power for like a huge amount of people. A lot of my family were without power for a while. They had it back by the time I got there, but the big parts of the places that I visited were just covered in branches because it was like the biggest windstorm in 20 years or something like that. I'm also glad I missed that one. Oh, Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's, Eric. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at a calendar. Hang on, I don't have I can't get to it in there, but I have a phone. This is why Blizzard wanted me to have phones, right? All right, so New Year's Day is Tuesday, New Year's Eve is Monday night. So our Tuesday Mount Run stream will be, oh, so there will be one more. If I do a New Year's Eve stream, then there will be one more stream of the year. That'll be it. Okay. Hazel, do you ever PvP? Functionally, not really. I would like to, but I've been saying that for months, and I can't be counted upon to keep that promise. Do you know the Dragon Soul normal lockout trick still works? I don't know. I actually never used it for Dragon Soul. Grind it out in 2 sittings for the Family Battler. Those are big sittings, though. Finished the Nomer Got Pet Dungeon. Grats dances. Oh, that reminds me of the other thing that I did. I got, you know, I'll do another one. I got my third, because it was the third week of 8.1, I got my Alarmo dog. I saved up all of my charms. Oh, you don't need to give me that. You can, but you don't need to. Also, I don't know if you can. Are you on my server? Oh, no, you are. Maybe it won't let you trade it. Is it not tradable? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I got my alarma dog. I did not get a leopard rat. I did not get a... I've already forgotten what the other one is, a mechanical cockroach, because I needed to save up immediately for this good boy over here. So I may not have a Brutus yet, but I at least have an alarm dog. It's soulbound? Interesting. That's the, Mechantula is the crafted pet, right? I didn't know it was soulbound. Wow, does that mean I have to have an engineer? I might need to level engineering at one of my dudes. Okay, so for the dragons, we're using the Sprite Darter, Creminius, and it looks like a little Terragosa. So I'll import that team real quick. I don't know if I'll do all of these. It's not tied to the world quest being up or not, so I don't have to sit here and do it all in one sitting. I understand that might not be a terribly interesting stream. Obstructed. I wonder if there's a good way for them to fix that. What if, and maybe this would break people's immersion, but what if every time you did a pet battle, you and the pet battler just levitated like 3 yards up in the air and did your pet battle on a cloud? I guess that's not as cute as having them on the ground. I can see why that wouldn't look as good, but it would sure as heck make it easier. Maybe, okay, maybe you only levitate if there's going to be an obstructed message. Maybe if it'll work on the ground, then it starts the pet battle on the ground, and if it won't, then it just floats you up in the air so you can actually do it. That would be nice. I know there's oh no, I should have done Evanescence, because now he's gonna bite me and it's gonna hurt. Oops, my bad. I've done this all wrong. I don't know if it's gonna ruin the strategy or not. Okay, Chris Bannister, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. I appreciate the support. Happy to have you here, and I also wish you a happy new year. Finally, a non-PvP stream. You must, I'm assuming that you're not talking about my streams. Unless you mean pet PvP, in which case I might disappoint you, because I'm still like nine or so pet PvP wins away from my family, whatever. Do you do Warfront Zone dailies? I do, actually. I'm really enjoying those, which I know is a weird thing to say, but I wouldn't be out in the Warfront zones otherwise, and I'm really digging the whole service medal thing, the 7th Legion service medals. I'm up to, I missed a couple of days of dailies because I didn't bring a computer with me when I went away. So I was gone for a week, but I'm up to 167 service medals otherwise. I'm saving up first for the 750 service medal mount. I want the Priestess's Moonsaber that the Alliance can get. But after that, I don't know, maybe the pet after that one. It's soulbound, but you can cage it. I saw them on the auction house, so I was confused. Oh, okay. How many service medals do you have? Oh, that was good timing. 167. Staying up tonight to watch this stream. Saw you were live. I unsubbed from WoW a while back. Hang on. Can't see myself playing again. Wanted to jump in and say that I hope you've been having a wonderful holiday season. Well, thanks, Ephemeris. It's been really nice. Taking time off where I'm actually just like out of my house and away from, I'm not like, I don't think that I have a terribly unhealthy relationship with the internet. I mostly just watch cat videos, but just getting completely offline and, you know, talking to people in person for, did I do that wrong? I think I died. Oh no, I did it. I'm good. Oh, did you? Thank you, Dances. Happy holidays. Let's see, Mechantula. Where'd he go? Am I filtering? I said, did I not learn it? Did I forget to learn it? Yes, I did. There it is. I should name that one after you. There we go. That's a cool pet. I like that one. Okay, so got my pet trans from there. I'm gonna do that one more time on another character, and then we'll see. Trying to fish up the riding turtle while listening to the stream. Lunarfall Carp. Never drop. That's quite a grind, that one. Got 350 medals now. You have 201. You want the 395 ring. The ring is pretty good, too. I've always gotten those teleport rings, but the only reason why I'm not super planning to get that first this time is because I can always get back to Borealis. My Hearthstone cooldown between the Enchanting Bracer enchant and the the research thing, it's 4 minutes if I'm hearthing from anywhere in Kulturas or Zandalar, which is usually, and otherwise it's 9 minutes, which is still, or maybe 15. 9 or 15. I think 9 is only if I am in Kulturas or Zandalar, but it's not working. But anyways, it's really good. It doesn't take very long at all. And I just can't, I feel like I want the pet more. That's my holiday gift for you. I am a pet. You are. Donating my love and support to you. Thank you, Katie. I really hope there's never any pressure for anybody to tip or donate. I'm just glad you guys are here. That's all that anybody can ever ask for. Do you have any TCG pets? I do. I actually have, I don't want to say all of them because I'm probably wrong. I'm probably missing 1 or 2 of them, but I do have a good chunk of them. So I think I can filter those ones by saying Landro. No, I've got those 2, but I know there's more. TCG, will that filter them? No. What about sources? Sources, unchecked trading card game. There we go. Okay, yeah. So we got Bananas, Dragon Kite, Soul Trader, Grell. For a while I actually played the trading card game. And by played, I mean I tried desperately to make my friends play with me. I used to buy them starter packs, starter decks, because I lived over a comic book shop, and I would just go in there and I would buy WoW trading cards, and I would buy the decks for my friends, and we would play like the one game when I gave it to them, and then nobody ever really, because they all played Magic. The WoW TCG never really took off, but I tried. I did my part. And then some of them I think I bought codes for, or I bought the cards on eBay. I think I got them from a couple different places, but I guess I do have all of them. Well, maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't be listed. A lot of pets that are like almost unobtainable are not listed in the journal just so people don't feel the pressure to complete them. Let's see. Am I walking? I don't want to walk. How do I not walk? Maybe it's just because I'm dazed. Let's, well, I can just kill this stuff. No big deal. Do you have the Snow Owl? I'm guessing you do, but some others might not know it's up right now. I do have the Snow Owl, but that is a very good PSA for anybody trying to, I don't remember exactly which achievement. It's like one of the original Safari achievements for collecting all the wild pets. The Snow Owl is the winter one, and it is available right now in Winter Spring. And it's only available for a certain time of year, so if you don't have one, now is an excellent time to go ahead and look for one. It's not usually too hard to find as long as they're spawning. I think it's not a crazy camp grind. But good time to go get it. Those are in Winter Spring. And they look like, oh no, I'm still filtering TCG things. Let's see, check them all. Snow Owl. That's the one. Ingrid is mine. Nice little owl. Also, if anybody is curious, the egg that I had last stream that was going to hatch in another 5 days that dropped from a rare in Darkshore gave me a pet. And actually, I didn't even open it. Usually you get like the message where the egg has hatched and then you need to open it. I just logged back in after having been away and the timer expired while I was away and I just had the pet in my bag. So that's a good indicator. I think that it's a hopefully 100% chance. Maybe you would get back and your egg would be gone and you would just have a yolk. But I think my impression, at least, is that it's a 100% chance. So let's pull in another team. We're going to do it with all flying pets this time. So we can... Oh, no, don't delete the tab. I mean, I guess I could. You only need to use the Family Battler team. It's pretty much the one time, so works out. Okay. One cup of tea. What are we doing here? Swarm, scratch, pass. Can do that. Live stream. Hey, Roman, how you doing? Got to see a stream. Heck yeah. What's up, Edward? No lag. I hate lag. Lived over a comic book shop. You live the life. I did, but it got a little expensive, and I wasn't even a comic book person. I spent money on, what did I used to get there? I did get some, so I got the WoW TCG cards, and then I would buy deck boxes and card sleeves. I had this obsession with having every one of my cards sleeved. I don't think I have my card collection anymore. I don't remember. I think I sold it. I probably donated it because I don't think those cards were worth anything. If they were, then whoops. But I was sleeving all my cards. I got a couple shirts there. And then I would buy gifts for my friends. But I never actually, well, like I tried to get into comic books, and as I try and fix my hair with my glasses to make it worse, I tried to get into comic books, but the way I did it was I was Reading, I really liked reading comic books on my iPad because I could zoom in on the panels and see them more closely, and because that way I wouldn't damage them as I read them. Because I like to read in bed and I'm not very careful. So if it was a physical thing, I would probably end up, you know, creasing it, ripping it, bending it, and I don't want to. I'm both not careful, and I also don't want to have the thing that has been mistreated, so it's better for me to just have digital copies of stuff, especially because I don't mind reading digitally. I started my pet collection one day after the summer. Only pets stopped spawning. Yep. Yeah, you're, but that means that you're done now. That means that you're done. It's the only one that's on such a rotation, I think. I think the rest of them are more or less available year-round. Like, not every day, but mostly. Where's the vanilla? We're not a vanilla channel. Also, it's not out yet. But even when it is out, I'm not going back. I never played in the first place. I like Live WoW. I like Live WoW. We're good here. I need Steam gift cards for what? Also, I'm probably not going to help anyways, but I'm just really curious. I logged back into my Steam account for the first time in like 3 years because I was trying the multiplayer edition of Don't Starve. I think that's what I was, or not Don't Starve, Stardew Valley. I was trying out multiplayer Stardew Valley, and I got that on Steam, and so I could play with my friend, and that was like the first time I'd logged into Steam in years, and I was just going through my old games list, and remember how many games I used to buy. I had a huge collection from like 2013, 2012. I only need one more non-store pet for Crazy Cat Lady. Guess which one? I'm gonna go ahead and say Zufu, because Zufu is one of the toughest cat pets to get your hands on. Nice to catch you live sometimes. Hope you'll have a happy new year. Thanks, Faye. I still have the white box D&D rules. Oh, that's the other thing I bought there. Did I get that there? I got Pathfinder the Pathfinder rule book for when I was getting into Pathfinder with my friends. That was a waste of money. The book and the materials I got were really expensive. And we never even finished that campaign. We tried to finish that campaign for like a year, and we never even finished it. Okay, what am I doing? We did a couple of, well, one Pet Battle World quest. For all I know, there's more. Are there any more that I need to go do? If we go Kulturas, we sort by rewards. That was it for that. There is one in Zandalar. We got Krog in the Bog, but that one's easy. We can do that real quick. 2 minutes. I could wait for 2 minutes, or I could just take the Stormwind portal, and then there's a Borealis portal right near where the Mage Tower spits you out, which is kind of handy. Hopefully they leave that one alone when they go adding in portal rooms. What were some of your favorite comics to read? The only one that I read like more than 2 issues of, because mostly what I would do is I would download the free issue. Like a lot of comics, the first issue would be free in the app that I was using, so I would download the free one to see if it would catch my attention, and then it kind of wouldn't, and then I would download another free one. I would just read the first episode of a whole bunch of them. The only comic that I ever read past that was The Walking Dead. I'm not caught up anymore, but I read a couple of collections worth of them. I have some of those big books that collect longer periods of time, but I haven't kept up with it at all. Krog in the Bog. Okay. Hello everyone, glad to be here. Welcome, Andrea. I auto-log onto Steam because a friend of mine doesn't always use the Blizz launcher. I think I set it up to auto-log me on now, but I had to go dig up my password because I couldn't remember what it was. It had been so long that it was, and a new computer too, like my computer didn't remember. So I had to go remember how to log in. I played Palladium Games, TMNT, Rift, Robotech. Better Gaming Rules. I've never heard of that. Is that just a D&D alternative? Or a competitor? I actually don't even know who produces the D&D stuff. Not a clue. Also, I've taken the wrong portal. I needed to go to Nazmir and I went to Vol'dun. I get those mixed up. I don't know why. You'd think that I would play enough to know. Finally got Pathfinder Part 2 for Legion today. Grats! When are the portal rooms coming? I want to say 8-2, but I don't remember. It's either 815, 82, or 825. I do think they told us. I just think I forgot. I bet you a good Google search will set you straight. Nazmir, that's where we're going. Yeah, I don't remember, but not yet anyways. A couple more months. Hazel, I basically became you since I started watching your vids. I drink tea, have 7 pets, play a lot of WoW, bought the same glasses that you have, haven't gone to Blizzcon yet. Well, there's always next year. I hope it's working out for you. I'm not that mad at that as a legacy, just because I feel like there are worse habits I could be giving to people. I'm not an amazing role model, but I could be worse, you know. We're doing okay. Okay, we're heading out here so that we can get down to the Crog in the Bog. Do you read the World of Warcraft comics? Actually, no, surprisingly enough. That's a good point. I probably should. The only time I looked up anything from that was back when I was researching all the info available on... Oh, what was his name? I did a video on him. The Troll Shadow Priest follower? His name escapes me right now. It had something to do with a Z, I thought. Zabra? No. Zabra Hex? Was that his name? I don't remember. He was a combat follower in Legion for priests. I had a figure of him, and I just did a video on the whole history of the NPC as kind of like trying out making a lore video. And there was... The only other references to him were in the comics, so I looked up that section of him in which, funnily enough, he wasn't even a Shadow Priest. Just tried the Horde toy armor. It's terrible. Oh, no. Oh, should I log on to a Horde character to pick that up? I thought that it would transfer, like if I log on to a Horde character, I'll already have it because I got the Alliance one, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so it wouldn't hurt. I do have a Horde character. It wouldn't be a huge inconvenience or anything to log on to it real quick and then try that out. Have you ever read The Death of Archie in the Life with Archie series? I don't think so, no. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same thing you're thinking of. I've read Archie comics as a kid. Well before digital stuff. I had a bunch of Archie comics that I would read. But I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It was a D&D competitor. What interface do you use? I have a video that goes over all of my add-ons. I don't use any one interface suite, but the main components, I have Bartender for bars, shadowed unit frames for my unit frames, KUI nameplates, and Gnosis cast bar. Gnosis is my cast bar. It is indeed Zabra Hex. All right, I remembered what I kept wanting to call him Zol, but that's a raid boss. We just fought him. Zabra Hex, that's the one. My aunt gave me $50. I spent it all in 20 minutes on 2 pillows. You know, pillows last a long time, though. When was the last time that you had to get rid of a pillow because you wore it out? Right? Am I right? Also, there's a limit to how many you can have before it's just too many pillows, and then you're sort of set. You're pillowed out for life. The item transfers. The item does transfer. Okay, well then I won't worry about it. Does double up, but getting double presents isn't a bad thing. One of them sells for 10 gold if you already have the toy. Yeah, I can probably live without an extra 10 gold in my Horde character. I opened, this might be a tragic confession, but I opened up my presents, my digital WoW ones, and the pet that they got, because I think you always get a pet. I got the snowman kit, and I looked at it, and it was like, this will sell for maybe 16 gold. And I just dragged it out of my bags and I deleted it. I didn't want to cage it and send it over and set it up just to try and sell it for 16 gold. I gave up. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I killed that poor snowman. To be fair, it said snowman kit. So the item wasn't a sentient snowman with the ability to love and have a family. It was just the kit that I tossed away so heartlessly. You have a Horde. I have one Horde character that is level 110, maybe 111, but that's about the end of it. It's not on this server. My Horde character is on Thrall. Hi, Hazel, because if you wanted to play my Shadow Priest again, I think it's pretty fun. Pillows are fantastic things. I've been enjoying having collectible pillows on my couch. You know, 5 years ago, I would have told you that's just dumb because, you know, they don't do anything. I wasn't about collecting things that didn't do anything. But it occurred to me that they're just like plushies with less arms. Okay, so I need to go Nazmir and do that one more pet world quest because we, of course, must collect as many pet charms as quickly as we can because I still don't have all the pet charm pets. Granted, I haven't been buying them. I'm sitting on like 1,700 pet charms over here. I just need to figure out what order I want to purchase them in. So we'll go do that world quest one more time, and then... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try, because like I said, I need 9 more wins. I'm going to try and queue the odd pet PvP game in between other activities, because that'll give us time for the queue to pop. Although I think it is pet bonus week right now, so maybe the queue will be a little faster. Here, I'll even go pick up the quest, you know, maybe the extra 1 stone will be worth it. It says it's a 38-second queue. Yeah, okay, so we should be able to finish that today with the faster queues from the pet bonus event, which I'm going to pick up the quest for right now. Hello? Hello? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, well, next time. I should be able to get that done, or at least try. You know, if I'm losing, then that's no good. So I want to start with this one. We're fighting a Stormstruck Beaver, Gromlock, and Bloodgazer Hatchling. I don't really know what the different... I don't really know the comps I'm fighting. The only comps I know are the ones that Hero specifically told me about. Well, this is good, because I'm taking less damage from him, and then we're gonna do some big cleave damage, take about 500 off of each of them, and I can phase shift, and because I'm faster, that's... Oh no, I'm not faster anymore, darn it. I should have Twilight Fired first, oh well. Part of the kit is the soul? Oh no. LVY is very nice. I've heard good things. It's not for me, though. Let's go to Korea? Oh, I was stressed out just by traveling to Canada, and I didn't even have to switch time zones or languages. As much as I enjoy exported Korean culture, I feel like I would have a terrible time in actual Korea. How did he get the turtle mount? Which turtle? Oh, I'm riding the Arcadian War Turtle, which is the Zurios mount from Legion. So that is from Curious Coins, which you can get from... Oh, what were Curious Coins in? I think they were like a rare drop from Emissaries, and they were also a drop from Paragon caches, I think. You got them like over the course of the expansion. Okay, let's pull out this guy and set up a decoy. This guy can't do anything unless he swaps, so he's going to lose his turn anyways. And if we can get the Bloodgazer below half health, then he'll lose his speed buff. Nice seeing you, Hazel. Have a great evening. Bye for now. See you later, Heavy Metal Ron. The pillows I got were the Hearthstone one and the Alliance Crest. Those were good. Those were good pillows. I enjoy both of them. And also, if you were able to get them online, which it sounds like you were because he said he didn't get to go to BlizzCon, that's the preferred way to buy them. If I had known for sure that I would have been able to get a hold of them ordering online, because sometimes after BlizzCon, if the stuff sells out, then it doesn't become available again. But if I had known for sure that I could have just gotten it shipped home directly, then I would have just done that, because it was a nightmare trying to actually take those home on the plane. The Horde quests are a blast. I'm Ally at heart, but the Horde leveling quests were awesome. Today is Friday, no work confusion for me. Today being Friday has definitely thrown me off some. It's because I had the week off. It's because I left town last weekend, like early Sunday morning, and then I got back really late Wednesday, so I spent yesterday like unpacking and spending some holiday time with my husband, and then because I just had a bunch of time off, it really feels like it should be Monday today. It feels like this should be a Mount Run stream. It feels like this should be a Tuesday, but it's not. What date will the next mail time be? I have no idea. I don't plan them out that far in advance. I don't even have anything here for it yet. I haven't gone to the post office box. Are you going to watch the Godzilla 2 movie? Probably not. I don't catch a whole lot of movies. We don't really go out to see very many movies, and I've missed Godzilla 1. Both the original and if they made another one later. I have never seen a Godzilla movie. I've never seen a Godzilla movie. Well, it's a shame that I didn't remember to pick that quest up, because otherwise I would be 1 of 5 of that. But if I need another 8, then it doesn't really matter. All right, this is the... I keybound this just because I was looking through my mount journal in the beginning of an island expedition, wondering what mount to pull out that I just hadn't seen in a while. And I was like, you know what? When was the last time I saw this turtle? It was never. I don't think I ever actually pulled that out and wrote it after I had gotten it initially the first time. All right. Did I actually go to Nazmir and do that world quest? I don't remember if I did it the second time. I know I did it once. No, I still need to do it. Okay, let's head out there and do that again. All of my pets are pathetically low strength. What's a good way to make them stronger? If your pet is upgraded to rare quality, which is blue, if it's blue quality and it's level 25, then that pet is as good as it's ever going to be. That is as upgraded as it can be. If there's another breed available of your pet, you may be able to find another one that has a better breed with more attack, or otherwise you may just want to use a different pet. I need 8 more curious coins. You're in the home stretch. I wish you the best of luck. Hazel's back. I am back. I am super duper back. I've been trying to plan out what kind of videos I want to do in January and wondering how many I'll be able to fit that are not raid guides, because I'm making raid guides in January. The space between Christmas and New Year's is like the Twilight Zone. I lose all track of time until I stumble into work on January 2nd. That's the other thing too, is my husband's got some time off, so he's home, which kind of makes it feel like a weekend a little bit. He's very good about it. He doesn't try and distract me or anything. He's, oh, lets me have my space. And I have my office, so it's not a big deal, but it definitely does kind of feel like a weekend. Let's see here. I did my first mythic today. Yay me. Congrats, Katie. If you could have any dish cooked by anyone, past or present, what would it be? Do I get to eat it, or I get to like watch them cook it? Past or present? Man, that's a deep question. You could go really far back with that. I don't know. I'm not a very picky eater. Get back to you. If I say I'll get back to you, that I absolutely will not. I will absolutely forget. My mom used to make me a tuna casserole that was cream of mushroom soup mixed with macaroni pasta, elbow macaroni, mixed with frozen peas and canned tuna, and then some cheddar cheese, a little mixed in and a little on top, and she would bake that. And that was my favorite mom-made home comfort food. And having that made for me on a bad day when I was a kid helped a lot. So I guess I would. I mean, it's not like it could never happen. She cooks much fancier now. I don't know. I would make it more around here, but the problem is that cream of mushroom soup, for whatever reason, all of the ones that we've found use a type of soy protein in them that not all canned soups use, but the cream mushroom ones like to use the soy protein that my husband's allergic to, so I can't serve it to both of us. And it's usually a pretty big meal, so I don't usually want it just for me. Okay, weekly event is per account. True. Although, it's all per account, so it doesn't really matter what character I do all that on. So I realized that I've been doing this wrong. I used to be like, wow, I should throw up my toxic smoke dot first so that it has time to tick while I'm getting my whole, you know, supercharge, wind up, supercharge, wind up combo going. And then I realized that I am dumb and that it was consuming your supercharged buff on a toxic smoke tick, and my wind up was not getting supercharged. I was completely ruining my own combo, and I kept doing that in different battles. You almost one-shot him. If you get a crit, you'll one-shot him. And then you do the toxic smoke after, and it's so much faster. I am glad that I didn't make a video because I probably would have made it wrong. All right. So that's that. I am going to head back to Borealis, do one more pet battle PvP, and then we're going to mix in some island expeditions because I got like 3 more of those to do. Oh, for me to eat. Yeah, definitely mom's tuna casserole. I would love to have a red-eye steak cooked by Salt Bay. Solid choice. Solid choice. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna queue another pet battle. Soy is despicable? I don't hate it. It just my husband can't have it. He'll die. What do you think the best way to get armor is? Armor specifically? Depends on what item level of armor you need. If it's like a brand new alt that's trying to catch up and just get something to use until you can get into Mythic Plus and rating, then your best bet is going to be Warfronts. Both the Warfront World Quest, if they give you anything, and just every Warfront that you manage to queue is going to give you a piece, and you'll get a really good piece from your first one. Also world bosses. But, and then after that, you know, Mythic Plus rating. Just use 3 Zandalar ankle renders for pet PvP, because I feel like people can kind of see the combo coming. You can just swap your pet, and then all of a sudden you put back, and they don't have a whole lot of, none of them have a whole lot of, what do you call it, longevity. They don't have a whole lot of health. It won't one-shot magic stuff, though, right? The Iron Starlet combo? No, I don't think it does, because it's, well, maybe. It's better against beasts, but it'll still do pretty good against anything else. Okay. I think that the men and soy thing is absolute pseudoscience. but believe what you want. That's my strat for most world quests. It works really well. Will you please do a little video on tea drinking for noobs? I want to start coffee and start tea, or stop coffee, start tea, but I know nothing. It's one of those things that's on my list for non-WoW videos. I'm just never ever caught up in WoW videos. It is a good idea though. It is. And it also depends on what kind of tea that you want to get into. Knowing that you're trying to transition from coffee helps because there's an easier starting point than others, but there's lots, like, people all around the world drink tea and they do it in very, very different ways. Tea in Turkey is very different from tea in China, which is very different from tea in England. Which is different from how they do it in Japan. It's all very individual. What will we do if WoW ever dies? Probably play another game. There'll probably be something else. There's always games. I don't think WoW's gonna die anytime soon though. I think it'll die eventually because most things do. But you know, RuneScape is still going. That gives you hope if nothing else does. Toxic smoke stops the windup. The toxic smoke tick consumes the windup buffer. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what was happening to me. Alright, so I could Falling Murloc, but I don't want to. I guess I'll just Deadly Hammers. Oh, that was a good crit. Alright, so he's done. This guy is not very fast, but these ones are also not very fast. I'm actually faster than both of his pets, so I can just hit him with the hammer again and take him out. And then, just for fun... Well, no, that's not gonna be very... It'll still work though. Just for fun, let's Falling Murloc. Last one. Last one. Go out with a bang. I'm leveling a Worgen DK right now in preparation for him. Best Iron Starlet type in your opinion? Ooh, that's a good question. Also, apparently I just got Master Pet Brawler, which is weird because I don't have Brutal Pet Brawler. Oh, okay. So Master Pet Brawler is 250 PvP pet battles, whereas Brutal Pet Brawler, which is the one that actually gives you the pet, needs them to be all 25. So I guess I must have won some battles that did not include level 25 pets, probably, like, duels. I probably, yeah, it was probably duels. Those can be all 25 and still not count because you can't just, like, spam duel against your friend to get the pet achievement. And I definitely did used to pet duel my friends while waiting for stuff, like in between arena queues, and we used to pet duel all the time. Okay, I'm doing an island expedition. I'm doing just one for now. I'll do two more, just kind of scattered throughout the rest of the stream. I'm going to open up a custom group. This is North America Alliance, if any two of you would like to come with me. It'll be listed under custom. I'm taking the first two people that apply that are at least item level 320. We're doing a heroic island. Title of the group is Hi, I'm Hazel. And like I said, 320. And I'll just take the first two. We'll do this a couple more times throughout the stream, but just this one for now. I'm gonna mix in some more pet PvP. So Dances got in first. Xiaolong. And there we go. We're all listed. Hi guys, let's do a heroic island. Yeah, I did one of my 4 for the week so far. I didn't get a pet out of it, but I did get some transmog that I got to sell. What is your gnome wearing on its head? I love it and want it. That is the toy armor set. The Alliance toy armor set does that. So that's the Wintervale 2018 gift. You can have that right now. You can go get it from underneath the tree in Ironforge, or if you're Horde, there is a Horde version of it. I don't know what the Horde one looks like though. Having no luck with finding a decent snowy owl? Oh no. What are the snowy owl breeds actually? What's mine? I'm pretty sure I just got the first one that I saw because I haven't really used it for battles at all. I have a rare speed snowy owl, which I'm pretty sure is a terrible breed to have. Like the worst one, because it's already a flying pet, so it's already going to have a speed advantage by default for half of its life anyways. I think you probably want the attack one, and then failing that, the balance one would probably be fine. But it's also not a pet that you end up using all of the time, because it's not a pet that you end up using all the time, because it's just not super overpowered or anything. Okay, what would you post if WoW does die? Something. I would probably branch out a little bit. I guess it depends on if there is something that like captures the majority of the WoW audience or not. Like if Blizzard puts out something that, and I apologize in advance to my group because I'm probably going to be a little bit distracted as I attempt to continue talking. Like if Blizzard puts out something that just kind of like cannibalizes the WoW market and most of my audience ends up playing it and I end up playing it, then I'll probably just transition to whatever that is. I think a more likely answer is that WoW doesn't like die, but just kind of tapers off until it's no longer sustainable to make content for it as a full-time job. And at that point, I probably still continue to make content for WoW. Like, if they ever put WoW into maintenance mode, like they're talking about doing for HOTS, then I probably still make WoW videos and still play, but also mix in videos for other games and or just other stuff. Like, I've been meaning to make a couple tea videos. I've been meaning to make some fish guides. I wouldn't mind, like, if I was splitting my time between WoW and other games, doing, like, some beginner stuff for Black Desert online, but just, like, you know, variety game stuff. No big deal. Nothing crazy. But I also don't anticipate that being the case for a couple of years yet. If it happens, I don't know. I'm just along for the ride. I'm trying not to think too much about my future because that would stress me out. What is your headset? These are Bose Sound Links, and it should be noted, not gaming headset. They're just like music Bluetooth headphones, and the reason why I can do that is because I have a stand mic on my desk. So I just need the Bluetooth audio for them, and I really like that they're wireless, and they're real easy to connect to all of my devices, so I can have them for my phone, or my Apple TV, or my iPad, or like whatever. They're great for traveling. But no, the mic on them sucks, so don't try and use them as a gaming headset and like talk on the mic because it's awful. I definitely did not buy them for that. How does the Christmas gift work? So you head to the tree, and you can actually do this on a level 20 character even if you don't have an active sub. So if you've let your sub drop but you still want that Christmas gift, you can, I'm pretty sure, log on and make like a trial character, because WoW is free up to level 20. You can play in those characters without an active sub. I saw my husband do it. And then head to Orgrimmar for Horde or Ironforge for Alliance. There will be a big tree. In Orgrimmar, it's like smack dab in the middle of the main sort of area, right in front, and then same thing for Ironforge. It's a pretty front and center location. There will be a bunch of presents that have little quests on them, and you just go do all those quests. You just turn them in. You don't have to actually go do anything. You just like right click it, turn it in, and you'll get some presents from that. Full-time baking stream? Nope. Your mic is low. I don't know if you know or not. It isn't set any lower than usual, and if I turn it up any more, it'll peak. So it's... While I agree I've had some issues with my mic levels, there's nothing I can do right now without making it worse. Full-time baking stream. I don't know if I'd be able to afford to do a full-time baking stream. They're not, while I delight in doing them, and actually need to put up the poll really soon for what we're going to make in January. I don't think they really pay for themselves. Google traffic is an all-time low. Blizzard is a falling knife. Oh dear. Well, time to look for a new job. You play BDO too? I don't want to lie to you. I have played BDO, but I don't have it in me to actively keep up with both BDO and WoW. And I wasn't even doing combat stuff in BDO. When I played BDO, I was exclusively into life skills. I would fish, and I would farm, and I would tame horses, and I would gather, and I would amass money and like build my trading network, but I didn't, and I would craft stuff, but I did not do combat because combat is so pay to win in that game. It just doesn't seem worth it. It seems like it's, and also because it's PvP mandatory, it just didn't look like that would be fun for me. But the life skill stuff, it doesn't involve any PvP, especially if you never level past, what is it, like 50, 40? There's a level threshold that you are not PvP flagged before, so I just never passed that, and that was great. But I don't play BDO while I'm playing WoW because I can't keep up with both. I was getting too distracted. I kept like logging on to it, and then just to check things, and I would do that throughout my day when I really needed to be worrying about other stuff. Okay. Platform change from YouTube to somewhere else? If something else looked like it was going to be worth it and trustworthy. The problem is that it's really hard for anybody to compete with YouTube, because not only do they have Google's money to pay for their servers and the hosting, like almost any other platform you would probably have to pay to upload videos, whereas it's kind of the other way around in YouTube, which is why people are able to do it. YouTube also benefits from the search engine smarts that Google has, and the just their algorithms. It would be really hard for a competitor to happen. It could happen, and if it was a smart idea to switch, then I would look into it and probably do it. But I don't think so. It's Nestar Bear. It's almost midnight today. Hey Nestar, how you been? A new MMO would take its place. I don't know about that. I feel like WoW, and I will gladly eat my words if I'm proven wrong, which I could be. I'm I'm not omniscient, but I think that WoW is the last big MMO. I think that the market has changed and gamers have changed, especially the new generation of gamers are not playing MMOs, really. I mean, some of them are, but by and large, the popular games haven't been MMOs for a long time, and the problem is MMOs are so expensive to develop and maintain. It really needs to be like a hit if it's going to be worth it, and you just can't guarantee that anymore. So I don't think that there's just been so many high-profile big MMO flops that nothing on the scale of WoW I don't think is going to happen again. I think that WoW is kind of the end of it. Mic is fine. Happy medium between the mic and the headphones. Not gonna be loud for one person. Yeah. As long as I kind of wish that YouTube had a bigger volume slider, if that makes any sense. Like, just allowed people to boost it more or turn it down more. But this should be about as good as I can do for now. Happy you're on YouTube. I don't know where else I would be. The Twitch video service certainly leaves a lot to be desired. I can't stand Twitch's video player. Level 49 for life scaling. Exactly, that's the one. Sound normal to me? Sound like, or you seem to be the type of person who would get really addicted to something like Minecraft. You're probably not wrong. I actually have never even installed Minecraft. Minecraft got really popular. I think I'm just a little bit, I'm not going to say I'm too old for Minecraft. I don't think anybody is, but I was a little too old to hit it when the wave was really big for Minecraft and just decided to never try it. I was already busy. I already had WoW on my plate, but you're right. I probably would have gotten super addicted to it because that's just kind of what I do. I don't have a whole lot of impulse control when it comes to games. It's a rare and special game that I can enjoy without it becoming an unhealthy thing. So I'm cautious about new games that I pick up because, again, I have such poor self-control. I see that you did not crash your plane. I did not. I did accidentally. So on my way home, I talked very briefly about this in the vlog, but I missed my connection. Like I had an hour and 36 minutes to make my connection in Seattle because you can't get a direct flight from Victoria to Portland. You just can't do it. So I had to connect through Seattle, and because that was my first port of entry to the States, that means that I had to get off the plane, go through immigration, pick up my luggage, go through customs, recheck the luggage. And usually there's like a route that you go for that accommodates connecting flights so that you just kind of do it all in a row and then you can go right to your next gate. But they had closed it, or they had like partially closed it. They were letting some people through, but not me, which infuriated me because some of those people were on my same flight. But anyways, they had closed that. So they were directing us to go all the way out to the main entrance, which was really busy because it was Boxing Day, in Seattle, and check in all over again and then like re-drop our luggage at the front and then go through security again to get through the gate. And with all of the lines and some confusion and like they had switched the bag drop place and like it was just a mess, and I didn't quite make it. I was like 5 minutes. They closed the door like 3 to 5 minutes before I got to the plane. I got there before my plane took off, but after they had shut the doors, so I couldn't get on it. So they had to reroute my flight. And the second one I got on, the second flight was boarding right as they printed my boarding pass for it. Like she put me on the new flight and she was like, oh, and it's boarding. And it was boarding like at the next gate. So I just take it over and go to the gate agent, and they check me in, and they get me on the plane, and I realize there's nobody else in the plane yet. I accidentally boarded with the first class people, and they didn't stop me. Nobody was like, your ticket's not fancy enough. And it wasn't a first class ticket, so it was super conspicuous, because I walked like all the way to the back of the plane, where my seat is, and there's nobody back there for like 15 minutes while they're boarding the rest of the fancy first class people, because I had gotten on way too early, and that was kind of embarrassing, but you know, what do you do? It was also not a very full flight. It was, there was a lot of room left on that one, which was nice. Okay, what do we got? There's a chest over here. That one's probably going to spawn some stuff. No harm in that. Looks like we're almost done, actually. Maybe this will do it. Oh, maybe it won't spawn stuff. It said, I get confused. I don't remember which chests make things happen and which ones don't. Are you calling all of us old? Never. Of course not. VR coming out. Do you think VR MMO is a good chance? Oh man, that might make me change my mind about what I said about there never being another big MMO. If somebody does a VR MMO correctly and like actually makes Sword Art Online, then that has the potential to rule the market and destroy lives. They would need to account for the motion sickness problem, because I've never even tried VR, because anything even close to it, like I can't even play first person games because motion sickness gets me too badly. And I know people that are less sensitive than me have big problems with VR. So it would need to figure that out somehow. But man, an actual proper VR MMO, like a good one, would be insane. What if Blizzard did that? What if Blizzard made the sequel to WoW, and the only reason why it had to be a sequel was because they were making a ground up VR MMO? I don't think they would do it. With how much they've been cutting budgets and like tightening their Blizzard belts, I think it's highly unlikely that they would ever spend that much money to make a VR MMO, but how wild would that be? Okay, thanks guys. That was our first island, and I got a giggling flame after 41 attempts. I am up a pet that I did not have before. Giggling flame. Look at that. So we got, what do we got? Burn, immolate, flamejet, flamethrower, and flagrant file shooter. That'll actually be a really good one to have an extra on hand for, what do you call it? Gnomaragon. Because I have like, what, three more Gnomaragon runs to do. Because I need 2 charms for the leper rat and 1 for the, or gizmos for the leper rat, and then 1 gizmo for the mechanical cockroach. I don't need Mechantula because Dance's got me. Let's see, got some stuff to catch up on here. Minecraft is like Duplo blocks in a Lego world. Not wrong. Love Minecraft. It looks like a really great creative game. I don't have any problem with the game. In Minecraft I achieved something, and WoW I collect achievement points, which is fun too. Man, WoW I've been collecting pets. You know, I'm 998 pets now, actually. With that Giggling Flame, I'm only 2 pets away. Maybe this will be the stream of 1,000 pets. Like, if I can get, well, it will be, because I can do this. If I can get the Stunted Direhorn, and then I can also buy a pet charm pet, because I have 1,700 pet charms, then I can get my Hearthy on stream. We can take a look at that. What changes would I make to WoW if I could? If you, like, it depends on how much money you're giving me and how much time. But, you know, if we're, like, thinking fantasy changes, I would love to see some more development. And I think they've hinted that this is actually coming. I'd love to see some more development in terms of the pet PvP system, you know? Little MMR, some more incentives. That'd be kind of cool. I would love to see... Let's see, should I do... Make it rain. I'm sure people have like grand plans about, well, let's take out Titan Forging, and I think Titan Forging's here to stay. I guess if I had a choice, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's one of those things that I think looks bad, but I think they just missed the mark in terms of gear progression. Like, the reason why I feel like a lot of people, and this won't apply for everybody, but the reason why a lot of people that I know aren't playing is because there's nothing you can really do right now for the average player to increase your character's power. You know, you got your good gear, the best gear that you're realistically going to get this patch, or last tier or whatever, pretty quickly. And then there's there's lots to do, but none of it's really making your character any stronger. And I think they just kind of messed up the power curve a little bit. I don't think that answers the question, but it was words. My spouse in Stardew Valley, so the first run through that I am almost finished. I married Sebastian, which I would never do if it was real because he smokes. But the other one I'm doing, I started another save on my iPad because I was playing that in the airports, and on that one I am fully planning to marry Harvey because he's a sweetheart that's just trying to look after your health. And then if I was gonna have a lady spouse, I would probably do Leah, I think. She's nice. Inconveniences should get you a first-class boost if you miss your flight because of them. Yeah, it definitely wasn't directly my fault, but it also wasn't directly the fault of any... I mean, I don't really know who it was that was letting some people through and not others in the connection point. And also, like, half of the staff that I talked to knew that it was closed, and the other half didn't and were telling me to go the other way. It was just lots of weird miscommunications. Which I guess, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's over. I made it home. my stuff made it home too. Not at the same time as me. When I got back, my bags had not made it in time, probably because I got into that flight at such a late minute, and because it took so long to recheck my luggage because I had to go out to the front of the airport. So when I finally got in, my bags weren't there. But that kind of stressed me out because I'd like never lost my bags before. I think I'm doomed. I don't think... No, I don't kill him. Not quite. Yeah, my bags weren't there, and I was really stressed out because I was like, what happens if they lose your bags? But apparently, as long as they know where they are, they just ship them to you, or at least Alaska did. They shipped them to me, like, as soon as they found them. Like, I woke up the next morning, they were already on my doorstep. They came, like, in the middle of the night, which I can't complain about. I mean, I could complain about it, but I'm not too mad. At least I got my stuff back. Also, I was worried because... All right, I lost that one. I'd like to win one. Let's try another team. I'm not really good at making that particular team work. This one is easier. So my sister she went all out and she got like a whole stocking. She got a gift for my cat and she got a gift for my dog. And the thing that she got for my cat, I would show you if I didn't have a cat currently on my lap preventing me from getting up. This one right here. There she is. She got her a little flamingo with dangly legs that makes Tweety bird sounds when you shake it. And I did something really dumb and I pulled out the tab while I was opening it because I wanted to see what the sound was. Because I'm just so smart. And apparently there's no like off switch or button or toggle of any sort. Once you pull the tab, it will forever tweet when you shake it unless it runs out of batteries. And I was terrified of having that in my luggage going through customs because I was like, what if they think I just stuffed a bird in there? You know, I'm sure they would open it and eventually find out that it was a cat toy, but I was like so stressed about it. So I wrapped it in the middle of my fluffiest pair of pants to like muffle the noise because it went off like, it doesn't take much of a shake to set this thing off, but it was fine. It was still in there safely packed away when I got my bags back and the cat does not know what to do with it. Okay, VR MMO is already out. If I haven't heard of it yet, then it means that they didn't make it popular enough. I want one to take over the internet. They probably assumed that you were disabled. Don't look at it when I was well enough to travel could pre-board. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Nobody gave me a hard time about it, and everybody made it on the plane. Internet celebrities board first, only by accident. Hazel's travel adventure sounds like a thing you would do if WoW died. Oh, I would hate that. I don't like traveling one bit. I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't mind hanging out in airports because there's just so many things you can do to entertain yourself. I'm actually pretty close to being able to work fairly effectively in an airport, but I don't like it at all. Neural brain interface. Gosh, that would be terrifying. Gaming and exercise at the same time. The yellow glasses are computer friendly, that's true. Some new classes to WoW? I think they should pump the brakes in that a little bit. I think that adding new classes to WoW makes their job harder every time they do it. And unless it's filling a niche, like I think you could probably get one good class in, like a Shadow Hunter with a healing spec, so, like ranged DPS with a ranged healing spec. Throw one of those in there and then just call it for a while. It seems like it's so much work to rebalance everything every time that you add a new class. Whereas adding new races and allied races is way easier and still appeals to a lot of people. Okay, get 5,000 pets? No, thank you. Also, Sup here, how you doing? Just resaid what's the best way to get gear now? Depends on what item level you are, but you're mostly looking at Warfronts. And Warfronts and... I mean, there's the auction house, and then there's Warfronts, and then there's dungeons and Mythic Plus. There's World Quests, you know, in there, depending on, again, the item level that you need. And what do you say? I need to make sure that I don't get deflected here. So, well, even if he deflects me, I'm still going to hit the other two, right? Like, if he puts up his deflection, which he's probably going to, does my Twilight Meteorite still hit the other two backline characters? Oh, he's not going to deflection. Rough. Why did that only hit one of them? That's weird. Why did it only hit Ragnaros? Oh, did I miss two of them because of the sandstorm? Oh, that's bad. WoW pet battles in the mobile app? Pet PvP. I don't think that PvE trainer battles would make sense. Honestly, they're kind of boring. Like, because it's the same thing every time, I think it would be boring to just do your daily chores on the app because you're taking out the travel and you've really got nothing left to that. Not that the travel is especially exciting, but anyways, I don't think that PvE pets, but PvP pet battles, I think, would make perfect sense as part of the mobile app. I think that would work really well. Do people ever queue up? Every time I queue in it, I'm in for hours. It never pops. If it's hours, you need to reset your queue. That just means your queue is stuck. I have an average time of like 5 to 10 minutes outside of the pet bonus event. And then during the pet bonus event, usually like 30 seconds or so. Queue's up. Titan Forging, not that bad. It's one of those things that looks really bad because you can look on paper and be like, wow, this person got this gear in LFR that's better than my mythic gear. But the reality is that happens almost never. And while I don't think it's necessary for the game, I don't think the game needs Titan Forging, I also think that it is kind of filling the role that they want for it where, wow, I'm missing a whole bunch over here. I think it is kind of filling the role that they want for it where every now and then something exciting happens and there's a memory there. There's a moment. Like they're just trying to make the game a little bit more, you know, dynamic where stuff happens, right? Okay. Cut all of the RNG. I mean, if you cut all of the RNG, then what's left? You play chess. Gear through Warfronts. I love your videos. Watching from work. Hey, Reese. Gem sockets. Yeah, gem sockets. Well, I don't really know what they should do with jewel crafting. Jewel crafting has kind of gone off the rails a little bit. Here, did you get your dog's present for Christmas? That's a good question. Did you? Excited for new goblin visuals? A little bit. A little bit. They didn't look that different from existing goblin visuals. And maybe I just haven't taken a close enough look at goblins recently, but I thought they looked pretty good. Let's see. I get lost in airports. I'm getting better, but that's because I only go through the same set of airports. Like I'm sure if I was traveling to places I'd never been, then I would again have a hard time. All right, so now he deflects, and I still hit the backline pets, which is nice. And I'm going to put it at the Twilight Fire, even though he's probably going to kill me. Because, oh no! Why do I I know why I keep missing. And they already toned the RNG down. You know they already toned the RNG down from this. Alright, I think this one's over. This is not happening. Sandstorm RNG is ruining my day over there. Although I may have lost that one anyways. Yeah, no, I'm okay at, I can do PDX. I can kind of do Seattle now, actually. Now that I figured out the different parts of the airport that you go to with the tram, it's actually not that bad. And then Victoria's tiny, so there's nowhere to get lost there. If I'm flying into California, both times I've done that, I've just gone through the John Wayne Airport, SNA. I've never been to LAX, and I don't plan to go if I don't have to. I've heard bad things. And then Vancouver's not bad. Why the fish cam? So that we can see the fish. The more you fly, the less you have to be around the stressors of flying. I think I'm chilling out about it a little bit. I just need to book longer layovers next time. I don't like stressing about making my connection, especially because both times I flew this trip, I got delayed. My first flight was delayed so that it was cutting into the time I had for the layover, and just stressed me right out. I'd rather have enough time that I don't have to worry about that. All right, let's see if the RNG is with me today. So he deflects, and we do it anyways. Can I hit both of them? No! This is supposed to be 10% odds to miss, not 50. Oh, man. Be down for a Blade Master? Yeah, no, we need a range spec. We've had enough melee specs. I mean, for recently. We haven't had any, ranged DPS in a while. Tinker Hero Class Theory? I'm not excited about it. I would rather a Shadow Hunter. But it would be a thing. I wouldn't play it. Yeah, Demon Hunters were kind of OP. They tend to make... Monks were OP. I don't know if it was right when they were new or shortly after it, but there was a period of MOP where monks were pretty OP, and then Death Knights were crazy OP when they first came out. They do that on purpose, I think. Because... I should have switched. They do that on purpose to help encourage adoption of the new class, because otherwise there's not enough incentive for people to... Let's see. Twilight Fire. Darn it. Oh well, now I can at least hit him with a meteorite. Nope, just one. That's so weird. I feel like that's not working correctly. Maybe I'm just complaining. Maybe I'm just whining. I watched the VoD for the stream the other day. I just wanted to tell you that I also cosplayed as Sheena when I was a teen. Bros. True twins. Airports were okay. I never flew pre 9/11. I don't remember. Like, maybe as a kid, but all of my memories of flying are all post 9/11. Security's not too bad if you're ready for it. You just... the thing that I do now is I only have my iPad. Like, when you have to pull out, like, a laptop and an iPad and a Switch, like, it's a lot of electronics to pull out. But just, like, taking off my shoes and slapping down my coat and making sure there's nothing in my pockets, that's not a big deal when you're ready for it. I like to see more class cohesion and less spec identity. Yeah, I kind of like the spec identity, but that's just me. What do you think the new meta is? Like, is there something akin to the AoE Graves days? That's a better question for Hero. I don't know. I play the things that he told me to. Tinkers could be male? Yeah, that's true. A ranged tank? I'm having a hard time envisioning a ranged tank for WoW. I don't think that it's impossible, but I don't really know what it would look like. Ranged class that uses mail? Yeah. 1 flight a year, pre-check is worth the money. Yeah. If you can, sometimes when I have lines that I could be in that are not the main line, I don't know where they are, and then I stand in the main line anyways, so I'd hate to get pre-check and then not find the pre-check line. But yeah, might be worth it. No, I did not watch Pure Ponage. I am sorry, I did not watch it. I can't lie to you. Are we gonna win this one? We got rid of his idol, so we can't sandstorm anymore. That's nice. I was kind of over the sandstorms, and we'll have another decoy. So I can throw that up. It looks like the Ragnaros is only missing a tiny bit of health, so we do have a good chunk of him to work through here. Righteous Inspiration's not gonna do me a whole lot of good. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on this guy. I'm not gonna bother switching. 358. If I get a good roll, if I get a really good breath roll, then I can take him at 1 more breath, but I doubt it. I bet it's gonna take 2. Let's see. The tank spec could be ranged auto attack, but only some ranged abilities? I don't know. Sandstorm is bugged right now. It definitely looked a little wonky because some of them were missing and some of them weren't even, like, it wasn't even showing the miss text, which is a little odd. The mod showing enemy pet abilities is called Pet Tracker. Okay, so is he gonna try and go underneath? Should I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Righteous Inspiration. Let's try that. So, double damage. Is he going underneath? If he was gonna go... Okay, no, he's just setting the magma trap. Okay. 600, 1200. Will this kill him? Oh, no! Okay, it stunned me, but it actually stunned me before I could do that. Oh, gosh. At least it auto-passes your turn when you're stunned. He's under for another round, so it doesn't matter what I do. I'm so mad. So that won't work now. 684. No. If I hadn't been stunned by that magma trap that turn, I would have won. So close. I approve purple hair, maybe a bit lighter. I'm thinking either I want to go a little bit less of a saturated color next time, kind of like a smokier, either a smoky purple or a smoky pink, like a silvery one, kind of. But we'll see. I may try to make 2019 the year of bravery and make the brave decision to let somebody else touch my hair for the first time in like 10 years. I might. I don't know. It's scary, but it's not like it looks great now, so only so much to lose. Oh, man. Blizzard getting players used to Tinkers by sneaking in playable mechs? That's a cute theory. It could be true. But playable mechs have been a thing for a long, long, long time. We had like tanks and Wrath and Isle of the Storm and Wintergrasp. Everyone has a color, and yours is peach. I mean, peach is my favorite fruit because it's just inarguably delightful flavor in my opinion. But yeah, it's a good color. Got a Blue Yeti mic. Watched your video. Noticed your videos are even better. Did you upgrade it to a new mic? If so, which? Yes. So this is a Rode NT1A, the Anniversary Edition. It is a bit better than a Blue Yeti, but I still think that a Blue Yeti, like, for the amount of extra money you pay for it, because this was, I think, $250. If the budget is tight, I wouldn't worry about trying to, if the budget's tight, I wouldn't worry about it, because you very much hit a diminishing returns point. Okay, so let's do our thing again. Why are your glasses yellow? They are filtering blue light from my screens to make it easier on my eyes. So we can hit him with the Twilight Meteorite, which won't miss this time at least. That's nice. He's gonna wish. That's fine. I'm going to dodge. So he'll heal up. I don't actually mind him living forever because he can't really heal his backline. I'm just gonna throw out a dot that won't do anything. Oh, he's gonna switch. Okay, that's fine. Maybe he can't heal his backline. He has Death and Decay. I'm gonna swap in the Dragonling, I guess. Okay, yeah, so his Gale Slash will allow him to heal from the backline. I'm just gonna go ahead with a Thunderbolt now, so we can cleave a little more. I bet you the Wolverpup has a bleed too, actually. Okay, so yeah, he's got a healing heavy team. So we can throw up a decoy. When does Righteous Inspiration come off cooldown? 2 more rounds. I'll switch. He's gonna take a lot of damage from that, which is fine. So we can just hit him. I basically just want to do my whole combo again, so that we can cleave these guys down before they heal up too much. So we Righteous Inspire him in. He's gonna punch me, and I'm still gonna go for the Meteorite, even though it's low damage against this guy, because it's gonna do good damage to these two. The Wolverpup is almost done. I will also throw out the Twilight Fire because I have my Dragonkin Racial up. And then we can phase shift and kind of wait. Oh, darn it! He almost went down. Almost. To be brave and turn your hair blue? That's pretty brave because from what I recall, once you turn your hair blue, your hair is kind of blue. It's hard to get blue out. I love peaches. Practice makes better results and hairdressers do work all day. That is true. You have a point, but they don't have practice on my hair. You know? After doing it myself for long enough and styling it myself and dyeing it myself, I feel a reasonable grasp on how much bleach it takes to lighten it, how long to leave it in. I know how I like to cut it, even if my cut's not always even. I know how I like to do it. I know how to style and how to definitely not style it, because my hair it's aggressive ringlets when I don't straighten it. I straighten it and then let it get wavy is the way I've been preferring to style it lately, but it's really easy for people to over clean my hair or dry it out or just make it frizzy. And I don't know. I've had some really bad haircuts that were expensive and I just didn't like them. I'd rather ruin my hair myself for free than pay somebody to do it, right? I don't have trust. Went from Blue Yeti to a Rode Lab Plus. I don't think I've tried that one specifically, but I do really like Rode mics. I keep buying them and they keep working for me. My wireless one is a Rode as well. I appreciate the value-conscious reply. Where are you, Ironforge? I don't know. I'm not in Ironforge. How would you feel about Garrisons 2? Each race has one in their starting area and each one is race-themed? In their starting area. Maybe? No, I would rather guild housing. I would rather, if they're gonna do that personalized thing again, I would rather have it be sort of social and have a guild housing setup. And it can have a room that's like phased to you that shows your armor sets and whatnot, where you can go in to be alone. But I want it to be like just one room in the overall guild garrison. I do not want it to be, and you could even have like a set that's like for communities where you can like switch which community it's gonna be for. I don't know. It would be nice to have meeting and gathering places where you're both incentivized to go. So it would have to have things like mailboxes and maybe even an auction house, like places that you go all the time, where you will run into either your guild or your community or both, like, you know, places where I want to run into people that I play with all the time. And having a setup that's like a garrison but designed for a guild group could do that, theoretically. All right, we're doing another island expedition. I'm going to once again list up a group. It'll be in Custom Alliance North America. Title of the group is Hi, I'm Hazel. Minimum item level 320, and I'm taking the first 2 people that were not from the last group, because we're going to try and get some new people through. Oh, man. All right. 1. Race-themed player housing. The races are... I liked the race themes because we had that for garrisons, right? All right, we're both in. We had that for garrisons. You could unlock... you were able to unlock racial skins, or at least maybe it was just guards. How much did I miss? We've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes. Hazel being a bully with her meta team. It's the only one I remember how to use. The other ones I try and queue them and I don't remember when to do it. I mess it up and I lose. I'm sad. I started to play WoW recently. I saw so many people talking about WoW dying. Do you think it's true? I don't think it's like doomed the same way that people do, but people will think that. I think that if you're having fun, you should play. If you're not having fun, you should take a break. And if you are having fun, don't go online and raid all of the people trying to tell you how you're having fun wrong or how you shouldn't be having fun, because that's a real good way to kill your buzz. If you're already enjoying it, then just enjoy it and maybe stay off Reddit and the forums and definitely the MMO champion forums and maybe some Wowhead comments. Although I think those are usually the nicest. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it's definitely still #1 by like a huge margin. And I think that's partly because WoW is still quite healthy, and I think it's partly because there's not really a great I mean, there are competitors and they're fine, but I don't think the market is really going to support another huge MMO like that. People who are leaving will come back. I think that's mostly true. There's always kind of a cycle of people take breaks and they come back and they take breaks and they come back. Like the beginning of Warlords brought back huge amounts of people that had been gone since like BC and vanilla. And, you know, some of them stayed, most of them didn't, but people come back for different things. And some people are just waiting for Classic, and that's fine too. That'll be around. Are you at all interested in the Diablo 4 MMO? Is that a confirmed thing, or is that a rumor? Because, I don't know. If it was real, which I'm doubtful based on the fact that I haven't heard of it otherwise, but I could have missed it. If it was real, it would depend on how good it sounded on paper. Just the words Diablo 4 MMO don't exactly do much for me because Diablo is very dark and gloomy, and while it's a cool aesthetic, it's not one that I want to immerse myself in for as much time as I spend in MMOs. I don't need video game seasonal affective disorder. I like it to be nice and bright, you know? They're hiding numbers because I think they're losing players. It was my very first time I got my hair cut after leaving home. The girl cut my ear with the scissors. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, I've had them, like, nick me a little bit. Not usually on the ear, but that's definitely not what you want. It's not an old-time barber. You're not there for surgery. I guess that's a pretty good low bar. Like, as long as I don't leave being physically maimed, like, if they didn't make me bleed, then it could have been worse. And if it's like ruined and all my hair falls out, then that is a great time to look into wigs. You can unlock guards, racial buildings, walls. Oh yeah. I don't think they would do it just because of how much work they put into, like just the art for the regular garrison buildings that didn't even have that many variations set them back so much that I think they're gonna kind of shy away a little bit from things that are that most people don't see that much of, or that just takes so much development work when you don't get to use all of it, which is a bit of a shame because it kind of ends up being anti-customization, sort of. Like, for example, the class campaigns were great, but they were a ton of work because they had to do all of this content, what, 12, 13 times over? And now you see them doing the war campaign, which is the same amount of work, but they only have to do it twice now for each faction. And I think that's the general direction that we head into, because they can do so many more things when they're not splitting them between all of the classes or all the races or anything. But it does make the game feel a little bit less customized to your choices overall. And I don't think that the game really stands great on its own when you take out that kind of customization. Like, part of what makes WoW so fun is deciding that I am going to be, you know, I am a gnome shadow priest, or maybe you're like a troll warlock, or you know, whatever. You have your identity, and the more things that are not the fewer things that tie into your identity, the less the less it feels relevant and valid, and it sort of starts to feel like you're just playing dress up. Okay, oh, we're harvesting our rupture. Oh, I need to keep both hands on the keyboard, or at least keep the keyboard hand on the keyboard, and I can use the other one for tea. Fairly certain I'm on a different server thing, can never see your group even if I'm ready for it. It goes up and down pretty quick, but you would also need to be both NA, so EU would not see it, and Horde would not see it either. You would have to be both Alliance and NA, and in PvE custom. Took a break for years before coming back for Legion. I know quite a few people that do that. And it's not a bad way to play, you know? There's other games, there's other things to go out there and experience. There's no sense in continuing to play WoW if you're not having fun. And it doesn't mean that you have to be leaving forever. Although it could be, you know, do what you gotta do. I don't work for them. Are you going to be playing Warcraft 3 Reforged? It's going to be released pretty soon after all. When does it come out, actually? That's something I should know based on the fact that I have bought it. I don't know when that's out. I am gonna play. I did buy it. I bought the super fancy edition that gives me a meat wagon mount. And I'm actually kind of excited for it because, as I said when it came out, I never played it originally. And the fact that I don't mind RTS games. It's gonna feel like a new Blizzard game to me because I didn't play the old version, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Been avoiding negativity and having a blast. There's always room for improvement, but it seems like an echo chamber. I would agree with that. I never want to sound like I'm just hand-waving all of the criticism. There is plenty of valid criticism to be made about WoW right now. It's by no means perfect, but that also doesn't mean that you can't have any fun or that it's just all ruined. You know, if you're having fun, then have fun. I don't have any problem with people expressing negative sentiment about the game. The part that annoys me is if they target people that are actively enjoying themselves to tell them that they shouldn't. Like, that just seems mean, right? Can you imagine just going up to somebody in an ice cream parlor that was enjoying their ice cream and being like, strawberry sucks, you know? Did you know that strawberries are on the ground where there is also dirt? You're eating dirt. I don't know. That's a terrible analogy. Never mind. Don't worry about that one. But, you know, it's like bursting bubbles isn't very nice. How do you disable chat on mobile? I just want to lurk. I actually don't know. Look for an arrow that will swipe it to the side or to the bottom. I don't know if there is one, though. I actually haven't ever watched a YouTube stream on mobile. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know why they added more island mounts if I can't even get the original 5. There's definitely no lack of stuff to collect, and it's definitely designed to keep you busy for a while. I almost wish that they had time-gated it more, which I know sounds blasphemous. But the fact that they gave us so many things that you could get from islands, but made them so hard to get so that that content lasts a while, just makes it feel like it's really grindy. Whereas if they made them easier to get, but didn't add them all at once and added like more in later patches, and maybe they still will add more, I don't know. It does feel a lot, specifically the doubloon grind, I feel like feels a little rough. I am up to like 70 something doubloons, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting them very quickly. Maybe I need to be keeping an eye out for them. I heard that you can loot them off the ground, but I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't know if I've ever just looted one. Classic will alleviate stress. I hope so. I can see it going the other way. I can see it creating more stress as people can't decide which things they want to have. Like, people will be like, wow, this works in Classic, bring that to Live, or vice versa. I could see being a problem, but it seems like Blizzard at least knows where they stand on that, which is good. If 40% leaves Modern WoW to go to Classic, wouldn't that be a problem? I don't think so at all, because they're under the same sub fee, right? They don't care whether you're playing Classic or Live or both. It just basically expands their retention rate, because somebody that might have quit might instead keep their sub and then just play Classic, whereas otherwise they might have left completely. If you think that, like, if you're thinking that Live WoW would be reduced to numbers that are unsustainable, like you couldn't get into like an LFR queue or something, then that would be a problem, but we're so far away from that being an issue. And they've got some good, because so many things are like cross realm now, the only place where dead servers is really a problem is auction houses, which I have to hope they're working on. I don't know. But outside of that, we're a long way off from having like a completely dead game. That's the only thing that would really kill it, is that there's just not enough people to play with. But there's a good amount of people around still. You know, those strawberries are artificial. There you go. Yeah. I was way off. It was 2018? Oh, okay. Oh, it's the end of 2019. Oh, yeah, we got a while then. It'll be here before you know it, though. Years are slipping right by me. I have no grasp on them anymore. They just completely fly. And it's a little bit concerning. You never know when you're going to wake up and realize how old you are and how much time has gone by and, you know, wonder if you feel good about the things that you have or have not accomplished yet. Islands should give Honor Bound and 7th Legion medallions. I agree, actually. That's a really good point. The whole theory behind those medallions is that you get them for your efforts in the war. And surely, you know, we're in islands. Obviously, unless you're doing a PvP island, you're not directly fighting the Horde. But you're fighting the quote-unquote Horde. Ow, ow, ow. Hang on, hang on. I'll be with you in a second. This button, and then this button, and then this button. Oh, that wasn't enough buttons. Whoops. Oh, I shouldn't have released. I should not have released. Oops, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can loot them. Yeah, no, I have the upgrade too. I have the pouch upgrade also. I kind of want to loot this stuff my way over. Is that a bad idea? It might be a bad idea. I can get this one. I can sneak in and get this little one. Can I get this one? I don't know. It's really big though. Can I just get it? Is this going to aggro them? Oh, I think I might be able to get it. Oh, no. Oh, we got it. Okay. So I can just fear them and then just run off and hopefully lose aggro. I'm on my way. I didn't know you can loot doubloons. I heard they're just on the ground. I have yet never seen one, though. I've never seen one. I have the pouch, the pouch upgrades, but it feels like I get a pouch every, like, 3rd island, and it usually has, like, 7 to 9 of them in it. And then on islands where I don't get a pouch, I get either 0 doubloons or, like, 2. So it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel like... Okay, I can meet up with you guys here. They are on the ground. They are small gold things on the ground. Okay, I'll try and keep an eye out then. I'm still in combat. We are almost done, actually. We could loot almost anything, so let's just double back and do like a rare or something. We could do almost anything. What about this? There's where is it actually? Is it in the cave? Oops, my bad. Maybe over here? I'm still in combat. Hours are long, but years are short. Oh, hours aren't long for me. Hours are only long if I'm trying to do something that I really don't want to do, and I just make myself sit down and do it for an hour. Those hours are long. I think they'll bring back the talent tree. Maybe. Big gold coins in the ground like food. It's rare and only one, so waiting for it isn't that efficient. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We did it. I got a satchel, which should have some doubloons, which is good. Oh, that one might have more. I've been getting the pouches before. People who want classical play retail to get gold to pay for tokens. Maybe, but if you're not already playing retail WoW or live WoW, it takes a good amount to pay for tokens. Like, if you're not actively playing all the time and you're trying to only log in and get enough gold for tokens, I guess if you have like a bunch of investment capital and you can just flip things in the auction house, that's not that much time. But for your average everyday player that wants to play as little of live WoW as possible just to pay for classic, I think you're gonna have a hard time. And you're gonna be frustrated the whole time because you're not playing to have fun. Okay, so that was 16 doubloons. That was actually pretty good. Let's queue up another one because we need, hang on, I got half an hour left to stream. I need 6 more wins. Maybe I should just queue pet PvP because I really want to finish. Well, how many, do I only need the one more island? There's too many things that I'm so close to finishing. I've been teasing finishing this brutal pet thing for ages. And we're really close to Hearthy. I only need one more expedition. I don't know. Let's do another pet PvP. What else we got? Let's see if I can remember how to use one of these things. That one should be pretty easy. That one's just got some Call Darkness thing. It's pretty straightforward. Drink a little bit more tea. I feel like I've been on the verge of getting sick for like a couple of weeks. Like, you just get a little congested, a little bit of a sore throat, but it goes away after an hour or two. The game is better than 8.0. I agree. I really like 8.1. I was definitely, I wouldn't say taking an official break, but I was not playing very much. In the end of 8.0, I was mostly playing Stardew Valley, but 8.1 has got me back and doing some world quests again, which is kind of fun. Hi Hazel, how are you? Hey Adri, I am doing good. Chilling out, trying to get a couple more pet wins. Are you gonna haunt, or can I get this? Yeah. So is this Unholy Ascension time? Is that haunt time? Or just gonna haunt? Did they nerf haunt yet? I thought they were gonna nerf it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. So that'll all go off anyway, so I may as well stay out. The pouch upgrade. So that is research on your, like, the research tech tree that you do on the boat. One of the traits towards the end lets you spec into earning more doubloons, like finding those pouches that have more doubloons in them. Got him from surgery in time to watch a bit. Hey, Christina. Tea of choice depends on the time of day and my particular mood, really. Often, usually either, lately I've been favoring the cheap ones. I've been favoring just like cheap black teas with milk. But outside of that, oolongs. I like myself a nice Taiguanyin oolong. So I can go ahead and hit him with that. That'll take him out. That blistering cold. Okay, I see, I see. We can refresh the Call Darkness, although we don't really need it because the Warden Owl's already gone. Talent tree more like Diablo 3? I thought our talent tree already was like Diablo 3. I could have sworn that our talent tree is like taken right out of D3, where you have like the different options of similar types of things. I don't know. Nilsor, thanks for the super chat. Hey Hazel and chat, I'm off to bed. Brother's wrist gets operated tomorrow. Gotta sleep a little so I can drive. Night night guys, have fun and be nice. I will see you later. I hope that your brother's operation goes really well. How's your island expedition? 9k Azurite. Mine is only 6k. I am running heroics. I am running heroic island expeditions. You get 9k. 33 more medals for the ring. Maybe tomorrow. You're almost there. Did do some traveling, so sickness is always nearby. That is true, actually. That is true. It was a less stressful trip than Blizzcon, though. The home cooking and rest did good. I actually slept pretty well. They had an air mattress for me, and usually those aren't too comfy. And I found that it was pretty comfy, but the problem with it was cold. Like, even when I would turn the heat on in the room, which I was trying to avoid doing, but I ended up doing anyways, and I had all these blankets, I had this realization at like 6 in the morning, because I kept waking up at 6 and being like, it's really cold, even with all these blankets on. I realized that the air mattress underneath me, there was a sheet on it, but aside from that, it was just the air mattress. It was like wicking away the heat. It was like a radiator. It wasn't like a bed where it'll like reflect your heat back at you. Am I gonna win this one? I don't know. I still have a decoy up, but he's got his undead realm round to go through that. Did my decoy block the ice tomb going out? That's nice. That might actually save me. Because Bone Shard's only got one more turn left, and I still have my undead ritual. I think I make it. Anything interesting that would make you want to resub? It depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to progress your character or raid or anything, I would just chill until the new raid comes out at the 22nd. But there are lots of things to collect if you're into collecting mounts and pets. There are a ton of things in this patch. Fighting a cold light hasn't been the whole full-fledged cold, just an annoying persistent cough. I mean, at least it's not like the whole congestion 9 yards. That's always really annoying. Okay, so we need 5 more. 5 more. All right, that kind of worked. How did these other ones work? The Alec one I'll never remember. The Kovok. What did we do? We did like Black Claw and Dreadful Breath. I don't know. Which one had the? Didn't I have one with a Gromlock in it? It was like a humanoid that was getting healed up in the back line. I mean, that one was one of them. You like start with the mine. You start with the minefield and then you make them swap. Was that it? Alec symbol. Start with the imp. Port plus shield. Switch to Alec and then to Orator. Oh, I can't load it. I can't look at it. Start with the Alec. Start with the imp. Port plus shield. Switch to the Alec. And then to the Orator. Maybe that's it. How do you have the teams like that? I have them set up in Rematch. Rematch is the add-on that does that. It lets you save teams, and then my favorite thing is it lets you auto-load them when you mouse over a tamer. So you can have a team saved for a world quest, and then when you get up to the world quest, you just mouse over the tamer, and it pulls up your team with all the moves already set for you. It's nice. You can also import teams from other players. Okay, so this guy has a meta team. So we go Minefield. I don't remember if we extra plating or not. Yes. And then we swap and make him swap. Was that it? And then we immolation? I don't remember. I think I set notes too and I just forgot them. The collection aspect is tempting, but money, not gonna be easy. You can always pay for it with gold if you have gold, or if you're decent at making gold. It's not terribly expensive right now relative to where it used to be. The token came down. It's at like 118k for NA right now. Use the Elk as a meat shield for the enemy's big hit. Okay, so that one died. That's a bummer. Let's bring in this guy. And Powerball, actually, so that I get a round of... I get a little bit of damage, and I also get a round of speed buff in. And then we can try and flank, actually. He's gonna heal, and I'm gonna flank again. So the imp is healing up in the backline. He's actually already fully healed, which is annoying, but what do you do? Okay, so we'll take out the ghost pup. We've got spirit spikes for next time. That'll be good against the Merc a lot, I think. So I can just Powerball to get my speed back up. I think I'm kind of doomed. I don't have a way to force the swap. I don't remember how to use this team. I'm doing it wrong. Looking to rematch. I've been enjoying pet battling. It is by far, I think, the best. I would describe it as the best. Maybe I should just go for the flank. I don't know. Let's throw up the spirit spikes and see if he kills me anyways. Oh, I'm immune. I'm immune to that one. All right. And then I'm immune again. And I can just flank again. That did work out. Ooh, I crit. All right, now I'm done. So if I can do 403 damage to him. I don't know. I'm going to extra plating because I don't want to take that roll. So I'm just going to extra plating and then hit him with 2 missiles. Well, 1 missile and then a minefield. So we can hit the next guy that swaps in, and then another missile. While we still have the... Oh, well, the minefield will get the Murloc now anyways. That's okay. So that hurts. I think I'm still doomed. I don't think I can do it. Darn it. I mean, I get to come back, but I think I'm still hooped. 200 IQ play? Well, maybe I'll load up the Elk team, and we'll see. Oh, darn. No dice. I'm so close. I'm only 5 wins away. 5 wins. 5 wins out of 250. I want it. Let me go buy a pet so that I'm at 999. And then when I win my 5th game, which will happen, when I win my 5th game, here, I don't think I have the siege tower yet, so let's just buy that. Elk team pet PvP. So what did he say? Start with the imp, port, shield, switch to Elk, and then warrior. Okay. Hey Hazel, do you still have Barney the Bunny? If I named it, then I probably do. I don't usually unname them. Barney the Bunny. I have Barnabas, if that's what you mean. Barnabas, my de-weaponized mechanical companion. What's up, Mary? How are you doing? Okay. Alright, start with the imp, you say. Start with the imp, port. Plus shield. I hope that you're telling me the move order. So we start with the imp, and then I think the whole point of that was that just porting him wastes one of his turns. I see a lot of people using Mimi. He must be good. Either that or people just think he's cute. So we'll force swap him. And we'll immolate. And immolate must work from the back line, otherwise he wouldn't make me take it. And then switch to the Elk to eat some kind of attack. I don't know what I'm doing. I know that Itchin' for a Stitchin' is the one that... Itchin' for a Stitchin' is the one that switches in my next pet. I don't know. He's just gonna heal. I don't know. Let's bring in the plushie. See what that does. And then with the Orator, what do we got? We got Shell Armor and Body Slam. We also have Acid Touch. So let's Shell Armor. And then he's healing. We can body slam. This is going to be a long game. Acid touch, I guess? Been away from WoW since October. Particular reason I should come back soon. There's a new raid end of January. You could come back a week or two ahead of that to make sure that you are all prepped and ready for the Battle for Dazara lore. Also a new PvP season at that time. I wonder if I should switch. I'd like to get rid of this one at least. Actually, you know what I'd like to do if I can, and I might not be able to. It might take me out first. But if I could, like, get a dot rolling on the next pet so that my dude here could heal up over time. Let's just pass and see if he ruins my life. He might. Yep. Darn it. Should have left. Should have swapped it out. Oh well. That one's done. So now we can bring back the imp. Do the same thing, although we don't have an orator anymore. We kind of traded one for one. Supposed to swap out of the orator as soon as his shield goes down. Huh. Never would have remembered that. Let's nethergate. Oh. He's going to switch in. I'm going to make him switch out. And then, immolate. Burn for a while and then just switch out once I've taken some damage that I need to heal up, I guess. I don't know. Do the Doge now? Doge. I don't have a dog. I mean, I have a dog in real life. I don't have a dog in the thing. I'll just talk about the 22nd. That's my due date for my baby. Takes laptop to the hospital. Oh, man. I mean, maybe if you have a really long labor. Actually, there's probably no way. There's probably no way that you'd be able to play. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's probably really distracting. And maybe I wouldn't raid, you know? I might not go into, like, the strongest queued arena. You know, it would be really awkward if you're about to win a game and then you have a contraction and that just really, you know, sets you back a bit. But, maybe some stuff going on. Congrats on your upcoming baby. Really want a Forsaken race for the Alliance? Yeah. That is my second most desired allied race, right behind Centaurs and Dryads. Any kind of Alliance undead. I want undead more things. I don't think I can win now, because all I have left is an Elec plushie. I could make it really annoying for him, but I don't think I can win. Oh boy, alright. Gamer rage would be top notch. You want Naga? I would need to see some Naga models to really get talked into that one. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. So after the Orator's shield goes down, I will switch him out. Okay. I can do that. Light just got back from work. Hope you had a good day, Henrik. Sandlane? Sandlane would be alright, but like another Elfie race? Do Sandlane have to be elves, actually? Are they always elves? We got a lot of elves, you know. Oh! Like, both Horde and Alliance have two separate elf races now. The Naga you see in Toldagor, the casters? Toldagor Naga. I'm trying to remember which one's Toldagor is. I have not done dungeons in a while. It has been a minute since I've done any dungeons. I haven't been doing my weekly Mythic Plus. So I don't know why else I would be in a dungeon. Actually, you know what I need to do? Not on stream today, but I need to, same team actually. I need to do a Shrine of the Storm because my quest progress isn't quite done. Like, I have one Shrine of the Storm dungeon quest I have to do so that Brother Pike will respawn in Brennadum so I can turn in my... So now we bring in this. Nothing's really going on there, so I'll bring in the plushie. I feel like this is just the longest winded thing. I kind of want to acid touch first. Like, what's he gonna do that's gonna hurt? Obviously, the iron bar kind of messes with my dot a little bit. But I'm still healing. That's nice. And then we can do this, and then we can acid touch again. And then we switch back to the Elec, you said? Swap out of the Orator. Okay. Swap out of the Orator. Probably back to the Imp then, I guess. Okay, so his shield's gonna go down. So we're gonna swap him back. This is gonna be the longest match ever. This is not the way to win 5 more. I should not have queued this team. This is a mistake. At least now we can force him out, although he's going to be healing in the backline probably. He has the acid touch up. It doesn't say that he's healing anymore. I don't know if he is. He might be. And then we can refresh this. Oh boy. We need more elves? What are you drinking? I have tea, and it is a green tea with like coconut and lemongrass. A Forsaken Night Elf would be cool, fit with the lore, but there are already a bunch of elves. If they were undead, I guess, I mean, Sandland kind of are undead elves, aren't they? I don't know. Don't ask me lore questions. Maybe, like, we already have undead humans. Can you imagine, like, undead Draenei? That would be something else. Although we already have, like, a Draenei allied race. I don't know. I should have switched. I should have switched a while ago. I'm getting out of here. I have my immolation up. I am swapping out to go to... Should I go to the Elec or should I just bring back the Orator right away? I don't know. I'm going to the Elec. And I'm going to dodge because we're giving the imps some time to heal back up. I can just hang out for a second and then swap in the Orator again because he's back up to 356. I don't know. I don't know. I want the mummy pet? That's from King's Rest, right? I don't know if I don't think I have that one yet. So I'm gonna once again throw out the acid touch first because I kind of liked that. You do take a big hit here, which is unfortunate, but you at least get your dot rolling. And then we can shell armor. Oh no! Oh, there's the stun. Ooh! R.I.P. We were doing good. It's over now. I'm done with this team. Done. It takes too long. I got like 10 minutes of my stream left and I want to win 5 more times. We're already looking at going over, but we're so close. I just need 5 more. All right, what's my fastest win strat? Which one is the fastest and just the most, like... Should I put another Call Darkness in this team just to make it a little... Another one? Let's see. What about... with the Nocturnal... What, didn't you say there was a new one? Nocturnal Strike. Something that had Nocturnal Strike that also just had like a lot of damage or something? The Hognose Bat has it. That would hit really hard. Maybe I'll just bring in that for fun. I don't know. Veil Watcher. It doesn't have Call Darkness, but if I assume Darkness is up already, then we can have Dark... I'm just making this up, by the way. I don't know. Hawkeye? Bite? Why not? This isn't a thing. This is a bad idea. This won't work. An undead gnome? Oh, man. What would I mean, that's just a leper gnome. Switch faction but keep the race, become a traitor would mix things up in cities? It would. They've stated that they want factions to have a visual identity, though, which that would kind of step on a little bit. I always forget you stream YouTube. We got a lot of trolls. I mean, if you count elves as trolls, then yeah, that's true. I want to play as a Dark Ranger. I would agree. I think that... Can you imagine like a Knight's Void Elf Dark Ranger? That'd be cool. Do you think LaCroix Sparkling Water would make a good hot drink if heated up in the microwave? I think there's only one way to find out. What did I used to do? I think we used to heat up orange juice and it tasted like medicine, and I don't know why we did it because it was really gross. It was awful. Third faction of all undead races from both factions? If it wasn't so awkward and kind of anti-WoW to have a third faction, I could see it. Alright, let's start with... Shadow, shall we? Why not? So, I'm gonna call Darkness. You're gonna call Darkness. Everyone's gonna call Darkness. Alright, you're gonna Bone Barrage. I'm going to hit you with a big attack. And then I'm going to, well, 37. If I'm lucky, then this'll be enough damage to... I missed! I'm not lucky. Never lucky. So close. Although I think he just missed too, so maybe we're just even. Can I just take you out? Can I just... There we go. That'll do it. Love the glasses. Not easy being green. So, like, getting here, almost missed out again. Welcome, Deborah. How was your day? Do you not play your Void Elf Shadow Priest anymore? I thought I was gonna play more alts in BFA than I ended up playing. I use my Void Elf Shadow Priest. She still has all of my pet charms and pet stones and upgrade stuff in her bank. So that's the character I get on when I want to upgrade a new pet that I've gotten. Okay, so that's that's the Bone Serpent done, although he's technically a little ahead. I can get in a Nocturnal Strike before he gets anything else done. I'm gonna switch. He's gonna come down. And I will... Nocturnal Strike, one big one. 720 damage, okay. Is that gonna be enough to... Yeah, it will be. The miss is good. The 10% extra accuracy just really ruins the whole thing. Okay. So last pet comes in. We almost have a chance. Should I Hawkeye? I don't know why I would. No, I'm just gonna go for a bite. Oh, I should have Hawkeyed. Hot orange juice? Are you saying ironically, or do you actually enjoy hot orange juice? Tauren Undead? That would be big. 927 pets was crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. You're doing great with 927. Well, now it says that I have 1,000 uniques. I don't yet. Otherwise, it would have given me my Hearthy. I don't know. All right, let's see. Do we have enough juice left in the tank to get here? I don't know if we do. I just have to go in on it. I can't wait for that to expire. So we're just gonna try and chew through it as best as we can, and it's probably not gonna work because he's gonna wind up. He's gonna do 600 and plus the 10%. Eek. Nah, not looking good. Darn. Good. How was Canada? It was nice. It was really nice. It was some very relaxing time off. It did give you a cage? From what? Darn it. So close. Alright, well that didn't work. I don't know why I thought it would. Every time I try and make up my own teams, they're not too effective. I mean, I can try... Actually, you know what I should try? Just for fun. I say just for fun. I shouldn't be doing just for fun. A couple of Falcosaurs. No big deal. Cottage cheese goes really well with pot roast. Finely diced onions and black pepper. Huh. Did it give me Hearthy? Did I accidentally... Where did I get an accidental... Oh, I do have Hearthy! I don't have the Brutal Pet Brawler pet right yet. I must have miscounted. I could have sworn I had 998 a little bit ago. I don't know. Let's see if this works anyways. Because I'm still missing the Stunted Direhorn. We're still like 5 away from that. So the whole point of the Falcosaurs is that you flock and then you Predatory Strike. And once you've done that, you can switch and then you can flock and then you can Predatory Strike and you're just hitting the strike into that 100% damage buff. The unique pet counter does not count things that you don't... It shouldn't count anything not in your journal. If you've released it, it shouldn't count anymore. Dedicated Horde player, but I love your video and stream content. Well, thanks. They're all Horde are welcome, of course. Careful clicking Hearthy, she'll pour you. See, that's what I want to try. I heard that Hearthy acts as a Hearthstone, and I think that's just so cool. So I can't hit him anyway, so I'm just going to switch pets. And then we'll go in for a Swarm, and then that dot is actually going to be ticking into that buff. So he's going to take... Oh, well, now he's dodged. That's fine. I'm faster than his rabbit, which is unfortunate for him. If rabbits aren't faster, they're really not doing too great with their lives. So I actually don't even need to use my Predatory Strike. I can just... Oh, I should have. Well, no, we're good, we're good. So we can reduce the damage he's doing, and then we can get a debuff rolling on that one. 395 boots for the Warfront quest? Crats! No third faction? Death Knights are naturally... I haven't played yet. No third faction. I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Maybe they will, but... It seems like splitting up the player base even more is not the way to go when you're at this stage of your game. Not the smart move. I think this is actually working. Maybe I just didn't queue into a meta team for once in my life, But I'm kind of only down one pet, and we've almost won. So we're doing okay. I can just hit him with pretty much anything. And he's already stunned. Only just now near finishing the Falcosaur dailies, give me the mounts. You got me obsessed with pet battles. Now that's all I've been doing for the past few days. There is a lot of pet battle content going on right now. If you haven't done the No More Gone Pet Dungeon yet, that is a challenge and a half. That is a long one. It does take a while to get through. I've noticed that I'm not usually... I have to make sure it's like I've got some time if I'm going to sit down and get through that. You can't just like do it real quick before you start your work or anything. I tried hot LaCroix. It's not awful. It loses its carbonation. Never tried hot orange juice, but it sounds awful. Yeah, it wasn't great. I don't remember what the point was. All right, well, if I do at least one more win, then I at least get, I mean, who cares about that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just want to see Hearthy. That was the whole point. I don't know how I got Hearthy. I thought I was going to be one pet away, but maybe you get to 999 and then it's like, oh, wow. When you get Hearthy, now you'll have 1,000. Because I only have 1,000, right? Like, if it popped when you collected 1,000, you would think that it would pop and then you would have 1,001. If my genius math skills are correct, right? So, anyways, I got Hearthy. Look at him. He's adorable. Let's go, well, let's see. So if I click him, is it a right click? Well, let's exit the pet journal. And right click, left click. Right click, left click. I'm both right and left clicking and nothing's really happening. So clearly I can't just do it by accident. What if I do it in the pet journal? I don't know. How do I hearth with you? Does it only work in certain places? I thought I could, maybe I have to click the stone. In the middle? No. What if I right click it? How do I do it? I heard you could hearth. That's the whole point. I mean, it's also just a cute dude to have, but like, what the heck? I don't know. Let's go level him up. Maybe he's got to be level 25. // pet? Huh. Viewer gave you one, 998. No, the 999 was after that, or the 998 was after that. Because we also got the Giggling Flame before we bought the tower. Like, we were a couple away at the beginning of the stream. I've gotten a couple of pets this stream. I'm gonna level up the new ones that we have. You can't, no, my Hearthstone wasn't on cooldown. Shaw mount farming? I'll try / petting it. Can't have orange juice, it's too acidic. Same with apple juice and lemonade, really like it all. That's a shame. That sucks. I find, sometimes I get, and this might be kind of gross, but I'll get like sores in my mouth. Oh, see, now I only have 998 again. I don't know how this works, but I do know that I have some extra. So if I go down to the bottom of my list, those should be my pets that are not leveled yet. So I need to get my Mechantula upgraded, which means, do I have an extra mech stone? Yes, I do. Those are just extras from like Legion and Warlords. And then we can upgrade that one. I got the little siege tower. I bought that. We can upgrade that. Giggling Flame. And Hearthy. Oh, see now, maybe I just needed to relog, because now when I mouse over him, I have the Hearthstone mouse over. So my Hearth is set to Fort Livingston. So I can just right click him and then he starts hearthing. That's great. I like that. That's fun. And you know, you've got the whole Hearthstone cast, so it's not like you're gonna accidentally pour it out unless you're really not paying attention. That's kind of fun. She fell for the old Hearthy can hearth. Hearthy can hearth. I just did it. It can. It super duper can. It's really cool. Congrats on Hearthy. Why, thank you. And now my Hearthstone's on cooldown, so I can't do it anymore. But you still see the mouse over icon anyways. You can criticize Legion. That doesn't make you a bad stream watcher. I don't mind criticizing WoW. It's just telling people that they shouldn't have fun. It's kind of gets a little old. Anyways, it is 5 o'clock. I am finished with today's stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. I am tentatively planning on doing an extra super special bonus New Year's Eve stream. So I don't know exactly when that would start, but I'm thinking Monday night for New Year's Eve because I don't have plans. And maybe I mean, if you have plans, do those because that'll be cooler. But if you don't have plans, then you can hang out with me and we can not have plans together. Maybe I'll get a party hat. I don't know. Maybe not. But New Year's Eve stream, I'm thinking for Monday night. And then we would just do Tuesday morning, New Year's Day mount runs. So that's my plan for soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.